Oh man, I can't. Sometimes you have to laugh. You just have to laugh to keep from screaming. Um, Mike Bloomberg has suspended his campaign. He sees the writing on the wall. He realizes that the only reason that he jumped into this race in the first place was because he wanted to protect his taxes. Okay, and the taxes of all his other millionaire and billionaire friends. He wanted to protect his own interests. Although I'm sure his taxes are somewhat fine, because I'm sure he has a tax haven somewhere where he's storing all his money. But anyway, he has pulled out because he realizes that the only thing his candidacy can do at this point is siphon off votes from Joe Biden. So what I'm to understand then from this story is that Michael Bloomberg has more self-awareness than Elizabeth Warren. So now there's three. Well, I guess Tulsi Gabbard's still in it too. Technically, I guess she's still delusional too. I mean, what is it with people on this supposed left, and their just absolute lack of just completely just being out of touch with reality? I mean, really. How high do you have to be, if you're Elizabeth Warren, to think you have any shot at doing anything other than stopping Bernie Sanders' nomination? Elizabeth Warren ain't that stupid, y'all. She's not that stupid. She has allowed herself to be used by the establishment in order to stop the Bernie Sanders campaign. And if she doesn't get out, she's going to continue siphoning off votes. And Biden will basically be running unopposed now in that centrist lane. Now we have the exact opposite problem with what we started with. We started with everyone saying, oh no, they said. It's not a problem, they said. Let Elizabeth Warren run, they said. She's not going to split up the progressive lane, they said. It's going to be fine, they said. Look at all the other centrists, they said. Great. Now we have just the exact opposite problem. But Biden has a straight shot now. Straight shot to the nomination. There's no other centrist in this race that's really opposing him. So, so you got a centrist, you got a fake progressive, and you got a progressive. That's what we have now. So, all right. So that's the current state of the race. Oh, and Tulsi's still in. Like, Tulsi, what are you doing? I mean, I would say drop out and endorse Bernie Sanders, but I think she's just toxic at this point. There's no point to her endorsing Bernie Sanders. I don't see anything he gets out of that. I mean, really? What is her approval rating within the Democratic Party now? It ain't good. So that she has nothing to offer the Sanders campaign by endorsing. Just get out. Just get out of the race. Oh my God. And then Elizabeth Warren. I think that Elizabeth Warren is going to end up endorsing Joe Biden. I really do. She may not. She may hold off and go all the way. I think there's two things that are possible with Elizabeth Warren. Number one, she continues and goes straight into the convention. She just goes straight through to that convention and goes there and actually is delusional enough to think that she can try to convince people that she should win the nomination over someone who actually won states. Whether it's Biden or Bernie, that is ridiculous. No one in the world will be on board for that. That is stupid. You're not a unity candidate. And plus the fact, no one's going to unify behind Elizabeth Warren at this point. She's toxic. The people on the left don't like her, and the people on the right don't like her. That's why she can't even win her own state. To me, you gotta read the room, man. You gotta look at the signs around you. If you can't even win your home state, that's not good. Even with all these people dropping out, all of the centrists coalescing behind Joe Biden, Bernie Sanders, and Elizabeth Warren siphoning off his votes, Bernie Sanders was still able to get above 50% in his home state. She can't even she places third in her own home state. I mean, I'm sure that the people that are part of the Democratic establishment would love to destroy the party to stop Bernie Sanders, but they're not going to destroy the party. A contested convention where the superdelegates take, or the regular pledge delegates, because on the second ballot they can switch their vote. The second ballot, the pledge delegates and super delegates conspire to take the nomination for the person who wins the plurality of vote, whether that person is Sanders, Biden, or anyone in between, is disastrous for the party. I'm sure that the party would not mind destroying itself and eating itself alive if it means stopping Bernie Sanders. But there is no way in heck that those people in the political establishment are going to sacrifice their party for Elizabeth Warren. For used to be Republican Elizabeth Warren. For used to be Republican fake snake Elizabeth Warren. It's not going to happen. I'm sorry. It's just simply not going to happen. If she really does think that's going to happen, she is delusional. Literally, she needs to be checked into an actual institution so she can get help. Because she really needs to be institutionalized. There's something wrong with her. If she actually thinks that the Democratic establishment is going to consider her a unity candidate when the people on the left and center don't like her. That's why you can't even win your own state. She's either going to do that or she's going to endorse Biden. Hear me now, quote me later. See, I judge people by what they do, not their rhetoric. I think we should have learned that from the Obama administration. We have to judge based on what people do, not just what they say. People can talk all kinds of good game, but at the end of the day, it's about what people do. They're going to tell you all sorts of stuff. Watch the actions and judge. After not endorsing him in 2016, after choosing to run against him this time, there was no reason for her to run against him. There was absolutely no reason for her to run against Bernie Sanders. No reason. If she wanted to put forward a progressive agenda, there was no reason. Then when she did, when she tested it and saw that it wasn't going well, once votes start coming in and you see that you're losing, that is when you immediately drop out and endorse the other progressive so that those agenda items can, that agenda can be put forward, and then you push that out there. I honestly think that by the time the story of this is all told, she may have done more to set back the progressive agenda than any other single person involved in this whole thing. I mean, really, based on what the expectations would have been for her, you go back to 2015 to now, the de-evolution is just incredible. All right, everybody, that's it. Deuces.